Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about Tesla upcoming discounts, what we might predict over the next quarter on what the best deals could be happening for which models, and more importantly, when is a promotional financing offer coming to the Model 3 and the Model Y. And on top of that, big update for the Canada market. We just saw that they have dropped prices by a massive amount. So shout out to everybody that's watching from Canada. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. And so let's take a look at it. Right now, let's be real. There's not a lot of incentives at the moment. The only Tesla that is really worth getting, I would say, is going to be the Cybertruck, because it has 0% financing with full self-driving purchase. And on top of that, you can find inventory discounts up to like $8,000, $10,000 off. Foundation series seems to be sold out, but it seems to also be popping up randomly as well. Everything else, I mean, unless you're paying cash or going through a credit union, like where the credit union, you can get like 4 to 5%, but really that's not that much better unless you're doing like a massive down payment. Like if I was someone right now that I just got into, an accident, knock on wood, and I had to replace my vehicle, or if I was facing a massive service bill that I had to pay like what, $5,000, couple $1,000 to get the vehicle repaired, and it just doesn't make any sort of sense, then really my move would be maybe like a credit union financing and try and put like a massive amount down, so you're not financing too much at like these 4 to 5% interest rates. If you're in that situation, I certainly feel for you. Definitely check out our Patreon group down below in the description, where you can get access to our credit union list that gets interest or better interest rates than 5.54%. But there's still other incentives out there, like America's Hero, Lyft Driver, 3 months of full self-driving if you use a Tesla referral link, just like the one down below in the description. And of course, free blue, white, or red paint if you take delivery by, the next few days at this point. So by July 14th. In other breaking news, we've got a massive price reduction for Model Y prices in Canada, dropping it by $20,000. Of course, this was similar to the price before, but then the tariffs really messed it up. And so it went up $20,000, and now it is back down to reality. But let's talk about what are some of the predictions of incentive rates, especially finance incentive rates over the next quarter or so, and what I personally feel like model by model, or really just Model Y or Model 3, what they will actually go to. Going off right here, I think the referral program is not going to be changing at all. If anything, it might go away and disappear. In terms of free supercharging transfer, I don't think we'll see that at all. Free full self-driving transfer, I think we'll see that for the foreseeable next 2 quarters, that is for sure. And then going to finance rates. So finance rates, right now we've got 5.54% across the board for Model Y, Model 3, Model S, and Model X. I do predict, if we go line by line here, Model Y, I could easily see seeing it go down to 1.99%. I think Model 3, I think it could go down to 0% as it was last quarter. The reason why I don't think it will go down to 0% for the Model Y is because I don't think Tesla needs to go down to 0%. They already have the tax credit just disappearing and leaving. They try to plaster it as much as they can, and we'll probably start to see more marketing efforts over the next month or second or third quarter or third month, in which they try and really stress that the $7,500 federal tax credit is ending, and you must take delivery by the end of the month. And so end of the quarter, which is going to be September 30th. I think it could get really crazy as we get through these next 2 months, give or take. And so that's why I really feel like they don't need to go down to 0%. I would love to see Tesla go 0% on the Model Y, but I think they're just going to stick to a 1.99% type of range. In terms of leasing payments for Model 3 and the Model Y, I don't really think there's going to get that much difference. If anything, maybe they make the leasing payment for the Model Y a little bit more aggressive, like they did last quarter with $1,000 down instead of the $3,000 down. But I think at this point, they might just try and keep it the same and really just focus on the interest rate, making that more favorable with that. In terms of inventory discounts, like, yes, there still are inventory discounts, and we try and keep a list of the best inventory discounts on our deal spreadsheet down below in the description. So if you want to see what's out there, but Model 3 is where you're going to find like the $2,000 to $3,000 off. Model Y, not so much, because they're demo discounts and they're not really that favorable either way at the end of the day. Maybe we see some better inventory discounts as the demo vehicles that have mileage. Maybe we start to see those get a little bit better over the next quarter or so. And when I mean better, like actually getting $1 per mile that the demo vehicle has as a discount, or even maybe $1.5 per mile. So like I would love to see like a demo status vehicle that has like 1,000 miles, but it's like $3,000 off. That would be a potentially good deal. In terms of vehicle releases, like taking a look at like 7-seater, 6-seater Model Y Performance, I would love to see it in the release in the next month, but a part of me feels like that's not going to be releasing until the fourth quarter, because they want to focus on what they can sell, and what they can sell is volume, which is going to be Model Y that they've already produced all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, or they can produce at high levels, or even Model 3 at the same production rate and everything. I mean, we're already seeing favorable rates, and I would love to be wrong, and maybe we see 0% financing for across the board for Model 3 and Model Y. That would be fantastic. I mean, they're already kind of doing it, or very similar, close to doing it in other countries. 0.99 for Model Y, and China at 0%. I mean, 0.99, 1.99, or even 0%. It's all very similar. Yes, it's still interest at the end of the day, but I mean, they could essentially go to 0.99, save a little bit, and probably still have the same effect as a 0% interest rate. In other interesting news, Tesla shareholder meeting has been scheduled for November 6th. This is like a yearly meeting, not to be confused with the earnings call, which is happening in the later parts of July and the next future. And so let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Really, ultimately, what incentive are you waiting for to purchase your Model 3 or Model Y?
If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.
Thanks for that, everyone. And let us know what you think on some of these incentives. Do you agree? Do you, I mean, I think I know what a lot of people are going to be saying is we want 0% financing for all Model Ys. But the big question is, if Tesla just goes to 1.99, we'll just talk Model Y, because I feel like a lot of you are out there trying to buy a Model Y. If Tesla goes to 1.99, will you hit the buy button, the deposit button, the Tesla deposit $250 button right away? Or are you going to be holding out for 0%? I mean, I guess the question is, if we do some of the math between like 0% and 1.99, like what's the actual difference? But the biggest way to make up that difference, especially if you're selling your vehicle or trading in your vehicle, is getting you maximum value for your vehicle that you're selling to get a Tesla. And that's where our partners at Give Me the VIN come into play. Give Me the VIN wants you to get you the maximum value for the vehicle that you're selling. And you can do this by submitting your vehicle information down at the link down below in the description. They partner you up with one of their consultants to get you the maximum value for your current vehicle, and they'll buy nationwide from the comfort of your house. They're also doing a $25,000 cash giveaway as well if you sell their vehicle to them. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that support the channel in the past and in the future by using our links down below in the description. All right, thanks for coming in. Anonymous, great to see you. Jin, thanks for coming in. IT Daddy, thanks for coming in as well. MMA, Mountain, Nag, thank you for dropping by. Lucas and Rick and SRT, thank you for dropping by as well. Matt, sorry I haven't responded to all your Patreon messages, but I will get to it right after this live stream. It's so surreal to watch you in theater mode on the Nerd Mobile, yet I need my iPhone to type. So weird, Tesla. Oh, I didn't even realize that they they do that. You can't actually type, maybe you have to be logged in onto YouTube via the Tesla browser. Anonymous, as soon as 0 to 1.99 hits on the Model Y, I'm hitting order. Anonymous, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are, maybe that's a good poll to ask the channel. Like, are you waiting for 1.99? And if it does, will you be buying, or are you going to be waiting for like 0% even more? I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. No alert on YouTube, but we are here. Mountain, thanks for that. Yeah, we had a little bit of issue. I think I was going to go live. I was testing some things because of like dual streaming, and I forgot to switch it back to public. So sorry about that. Fremont is back online and pumping out cars. I think I saw my ex on drone flyover. Well, I hope at least. That's pretty cool to see. Yeah, it seems that's good to see that Fremont. And I think Austin, is also producing vehicles are back online. Nah, thanks for coming in. Will there be lease deals on the Model Y? Lucas? Yeah, I would say so. I think they probably just revert back to like the 1,000 down or 0 down or whichever it is. Rick, APR incentive on Model Y, adding free supercharging would be nice, but I'm not banking on it this quarter. I may roll the dice on post rebate depending on finances. Rick, yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. One thing is for sure. I mean, if we zoom out high level this, every quarter for year over year has always been the most interesting time to buy a Tesla. That's when they layer on the biggest discounts. The question is though, can they, with them losing the 7,500, can they layer on discounts to make up for that 7,500? Let's say the 7,500 disappears, and of course they can't, maybe they can't drop the price by 7,500. Would 0% financing, free supercharging, free full self-driving for 3 years and free supercharging for 3 years, is at the same valuation as 7,500 off to you? And would you still buy a Tesla if they threw everything at, the pricing and the incentives of it? Because I mean, yes, you could see the math. Like if you get 3 years of full self-driving, that's what, $3,000 to $4,000 in valuation. If you get 3 years of free supercharging, that's also what, let's just go at a minimum, $100 a month for 12 months. That's like $3,000 to $4,000 in valuation right there. If you go 0%, that's could be $5,000 to $6,000 in interest savings if the difference was you were going to be financing at 5.54. And so we could easily some sort of mix of that in for Tesla to try and make back what they lose essentially with losing the 7,500. And so a little bit of a prep for that, but that could be an interesting time frame. I don't know if Tesla could just drop the price by 7,500, but maybe they do some sort of mix with that. In this next topic, the new Model S is finally starting to deliver and hit showrooms, and customers are starting to pick up their vehicles pretty quickly, which is nice, but it seems Tesla is still Tesla, and there is some build quality issues from some of these deliveries. Shout out to Matt for posting this quote. Let's read you what he said here. He took a bunch of pictures and videos, and we'll go through all of this. Quote, here are some of the pictures and videos of my 2026 Model S Plaid, the most expensive trim that you can get, and also the newest with all the different bits and pieces that they threw onto it to make it look even different. I didn't take delivery because of the significant panel gap and out of plane issues, and will wait for another car in a week or two. I would have taken a few of them. That said, there were 8 to 9 glaring ones. And this is the last most important part. Quote, this is my fourth Tesla, and I understand they won't be perfect. It was good to see in person. And so, being someone that has purchased almost 8 Teslas at this point, and kind of knowing, you guys all saw the Cybertruck delivery video. I'm still taking it no matter what, because I understand that Tesla vehicles are going to have issues. And being that this person, Matt, was on his fourth Tesla and rejected this Tesla, I guess I kind of would too, because Plaid, with it being as the high price that it actually is, like the Cybertruck, the reason why I took delivery of that Cybertruck, because we got a phenomenal deal. I cannot wait to share it with you all on how much off we actually got. But for this person, for Matt to be able to reject this vehicle, I guess Plaids are coming out of the factory like candy, and no one's probably buying them. So he probably won't be waiting too long to get into another one. But let's watch the video here, and you'll see some of the different gaps and issues that he had with the vehicle from here, like the door jams and everything like that. But very interesting to see that he has rejected a Plaid vehicle, and he is just going to wait for another one. But here are some of the different things. Of course, they added like the lower spoiler. They added the carbon fiber grille right here in the middle. They changed the headlights. And I mean, from surface level here, I don't actually think it looks that bad, but maybe I'm not as, detail oriented with some of these vehicles here. But let's go through the different carousels with it. Maybe that's like a little bit of a larger gap that he would like. That, is a little bit off a line, but I would say that's within spec with Tesla. And we can see some of the misalignment right here at the bottom here with that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're taking delivery of a Model S Plaid in the Los Angeles area, let me know. I'd love to join you. And if anybody knows where a Model S Plaid is, period, in the Los Angeles area, I'd love to kind of sit in one and drive one, do a little bit of a demo drive. All I've seen right now so far has been like long ranges. And of course, Model X Plaid. I've not yet seen a Model S Plaid in person, in real life, and I would love to check one out if possible.
Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Joah, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Joah. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Joah doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Joah for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks for that, everyone. And if you're just joining in, welcome. We're just talking about some speculation on what are some of the upcoming discounts and incentives that we could be seeing. And really, this is what I think could be coming out. I don't think Model Y is going to go down to 0%. I would love to be wrong, but I think the best it's going to be is the same as the last quarter, which is going to be 1.99%. And reasons why is because the $7,500 federal tax credit is ending. In terms of timing for when these potential incentives could be releasing, it could be as all the way until August 2nd. I would love to see it. Maybe it is Thursday, so maybe we see an incentive drop today, but I don't really think so. I think they're going to be waiting until the earnings call after that. But the one thing's for sure, I know you love saving money and getting the most maximum amount for your dollar. And so that's why I would definitely recommend you check out givemethevin.com if you're looking to sell your vehicle so that you can get maximum value maximum value for your vehicle. So definitely check out givemethevin.com. A couple other different announcements over events over the next month or so. We'll be going to Unplugged Performance's open house on August 2nd. So if you want to join in and RSVP, you can definitely check it out right there. And then also X Takeover. If you're going to be in the Bay Area on July 25th and 26th, I will be there as well. If you want to definitely check it out, it's one of Tesla's, or not Tesla's, it's one of Tesla owner Silicon Valley's Owners Club biggest events on the West Coast. A lot of Tesla meetups and everything, a lot of different guest speakers. And I think Elon did speak at one of the last ones, so you can definitely check it out. And if you use promo code Dennis, you could save a little bit of money off of the ticket price as well. But let us know what you think on some of these incentives and what do you predict could be happening over the next quarter or so. I'm just waiting for the performance. Yeah, SRT. Hopefully it's going to be soon. When is the next discount? Inventory discounts are actually still around. They haven't necessarily changed, but it's going to be a little bit, maybe even like a couple weeks or so, because that's what we will see come soon. We'll probably see some inventory discounts like demo discounts, maybe even some of the demo discounts getting better by the end of this month. There will be lower interest rates. Rogio, yeah, potentially. Levendi, Europe and China has like 0%, so that's what we deserve here in the States, and that's what I'm waiting for. Levendi, yeah, fingers crossed on the 0% deal. Shubada, 1.99 a month is $60 more than 0%. You save $60 a month. Yes, that would be, that's if you put it that way. If you put it that way, then yeah, 100%. We want 0% then, so we can save everything that overall everything. I want my money off of the vehicle. I don't care about supercharging or full self-driving. Lavendi, interesting. Well, you got to think though, but because like, yes, if the 7,500 does disappear, can Tesla just drop it? Or if they give it in like free gimmies or free coupons or other different incentives, like they don't lose as much as they could still like make some of that back, where they kind of just shift the money to something else like free supercharging or full self-driving. Shabada, even with 0% and 1.99, I'm not seeing that many Model Ys and Model 3s. Yeah, I guess that's interesting. What area are you in? Because I'm seeing a ton of Model Ys in California. IT Daddy, I drove the Model X Plaid and I don't even know it. No way. That's funny. Yeah, that's how like incognito stealth it is. The Model X long range versus the Plaid, you really don't see too much of a difference. Mountain, oh no, with the build quality, especially on the S, why can't they get this right? Mountain, yeah, 100%. It's just one of those things with Tesla. It's just within spec at the end of the day. Some of the Canada Teslas are flawless when it comes to build quality. I wish America Teslas can be the same. Interesting. I mean, they all come from the same factory. Maybe there's more stricter guidelines. Rick, Tesla's gross margin was 16.3% in Q1. The question is how quickly cost of goods sold is coming down. It could be drastic with the new model mix and their simplification of manufacturing. Yeah, I mean, the Model Y, maybe they can really reduce the cost of goods and have a bigger profit margin. That was not that bad. Yeah, Mountain, it really wasn't that bad with the Model S. And so it makes me curious on why he rejected it. But maybe it's one of those things. It was in person. It was much more worse than the actual pictures, which could be the case. In this next topic, the 2026 Model Y Performance, maybe even 2027 at this point, has been spied again testing in the Nürburgring. We've got new videos, new pictures, and everything. But here's a quick recap. 21-inch wheels inspired by the discontinued Model S, new rear spoiler like similar to the Model 3, and possibly a new rear diffuser and bucket seats have been spotted. Here's some of the close-up shots of this. We can see here there is no change to the front bumper, unless maybe this could be a different color at the bottom. Maybe they're trying to hide it. But I mean, that'd be funny if, let's say you buy a Model Y Performance and pay whatever the price is over a regular all-wheel drive and it looks exactly the same from the front. That would be not a good look. I mean, we can definitely see different wheels, and we also see that the mirrors are a black color, but maybe that's just because they are trying to hide the color paint of it instead of like throwing on more camouflage. We can see here a bigger spoiler, that's for sure, different wheels, more performance oriented, and certainly a big rear diffuser. And hopefully this is, maybe we see a little bit more, but this probably is going to be similar to what we end up with the final production. The biggest question I have is, when is this going to be coming out? And I'm hoping for next month, August, but also I've heard rumors of September to October. And so really we'll see what actually comes out. But this is an interesting post from Teslarati. The fact that Tesla is refining the new Model Y Performance in the Nürburgring says a lot. It means that Tesla is very serious about making the new Model Y Performance into a fast, capable, and fun crossover. Based on the pictures, it looks like it even has bucket seats. And so it probably has the same or similar seats as the Model 3 Performance, which would be a very nice transition to from the Model 3 Performance to the Model Y. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Stop jinxing us. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be wrong. And the funny thing is, I've been wrong for sure. Plenty of times. And so maybe we see a lot more different incentives. 1.99 into option credits I am buying. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's essentially the same thing, right? Because I bet if I do the math between 0% and 1.99, that's about $2,000, maybe $1,000 in interest. So if you can get $2,000 off in option credits, then you're ahead. Larry, lease incentive for the Model Y all-wheel drive. Yeah, we could easily see it going back to like lower down payments with the same similar type of payment. But lower down payment. Like I could easily see them. Now I'm actually curious. Like they probably have the data on, because before they went to $1,000 down, they were at 0 down, and they could probably see which one did better. And I have a hunch 0 down at the higher payment, or maybe at like the lower payment might be the better route for them in terms of like marketing. What about leasing? What would you recommend that for? Would you recommend that versus financing? It really depends on the money factor or interest rate on the lease. And also it depends on you as a owner. Are you someone that likes to keep cars short term and flipping out and getting into the new one? Like, do you sell your iPhone every single year because you want the latest and greatest technology? Or are you someone that keeps your car 5 to 10 years? The data shows that people keep their cars around like 3 to 4 years. And so it could make sense, depending on the depreciation, on how many miles you drive, for you to just be able to get in and out of vehicles into another one. Mountain, I think the Model 3 and the Model Y cannot come from China. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think I remember that too. And so, yeah, maybe the China factories got it down a little bit better. Krishna, thanks for coming in. Esco, EXO, full self-driving costs 0%. It's just software. Hate this trend to charge for software, and then car already has all the hardware. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but they spent a lot of money developing and continuing to develop that software, and so they need that money from somewhere to keep pushing that. But because once you own a Tesla, you start to realize the car updates and gets a lot of software upgrades a lot, and versus like the competition where maybe you get the vehicle and then that's essentially it, or you have to go into the dealership service to get any sort of update for the software, where Tesla, it just updates and it actually becomes like almost not annoying, but you have to update your car a ton. And then every year they do like a Christmas bonus, a spring bonus, where you start to get more features. And so when you think of it that way, they have to spend a lot of money developing all this or continuing to develop software updates. And so they got to pay for that from somewhere or some sort of area. In this next topic, we already have the next Robotaxi location, next city. In fact, we might have the next 6 cities on when Robotaxi is going to be releasing to potentially your area. The first one confirmed, though, is going to be the Arizona area. Sorry, I posted this. I've confirmed directly with the Arizona Department of Transportation that Tesla has reached out to them to begin certification process for operating a autonomous robo-taxi service in their state. And so it looks like they did this on June 26th, so about 2 weeks ago. And if you take a look at this, according to Phil, looks like Tesla Robotaxi might be rolling out in these cities next based on autopilot job postings: Arizona, Nevada, California, which is the Bay Area, Northern California, Jacksonville, Florida, interesting, Fremont, California, which is also Bay Area, and San Diego, which is Southern California. So we might be able to see some robotaxi going to a lot of locations in the near future. Really cool to see. Let us know. I mean, I've still yet been invited. I also didn't fill out the form on the website. I should probably do that. And it would be an interesting one to try in Austin. But hey, Arizona is a lot more closer to us. Only 5 hours instead of 24 hours or 12 hours. I think I'd probably do that instead. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
I know you're hunting for a deal on a Tesla, but what if I told you you could get one free now this month? Say hello to Mini Revs, the ultimate Tesla miniature company. These aren't just toys. They're crazy cool, insanely accurate replicas that bring Tesla cutting edge design right to your desk. Check out this epic black Cybertruck that even has a little ATV. And right now, Mini Revs is running an amazing giveaway. Use promo code Dennis when ordering your Mini Rev and get 10% off, and 2 random orders this month will get a free Cybertruck with their order. So check out Mini Revs down below in the description, and don't miss your chance to win a free Tesla Cybertruck. Big thanks to Mini Revs for partnering with us, and let's get back on to the next topic.
Thanks to everyone. And I just checked in with Mini Revs not too long ago, and only a handful of people had ordered. There is give or take 1 week left until we choose the giveaway winner. So 2 of you might be winning a free Mini Revs with your order. And shout out to Matt's PC service, IT Daddy. He ordered one and he said this is like the Hot Wheels of 2025. So definitely check it out. All the different ones available for you down below in the description. Q4 is going to be brutal because of the depreciation. People are going to be very reluctant to buy without major discounting. Greg Profit, I could easily see that for sure. Tesla should show the Model Y Performance with the badass wrap color. Oh, the IT Daddy, the camouflage wrap color. I guess, yeah, we could see that. And you know what? I've never seen people actually do that. That would be an interesting one, like wrap their own car in that color. Roger, thanks for all the content. Oh, thank you for coming in, Roger. And thanks for hitting the like button, the comments and everything. Nag, I don't think Tesla will go down to 0% for the Model Y. Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, I would love to see that. I would love to be wrong. But, that's another poll as well. Like, do you think, like, not only will you buy if it goes down to 1.99 or you're going to hold out for 0%, A, or B, do you think Tesla is going to go down to 1.99 or 2% in the next quarter? Well, I think a lot of people might just vote 0% just because. Tesla stock is dropping overnight. Assam, yeah, Tesla stock is so volatile. It's crazy. But, we've been trying to buy every single time it goes under 300. Coco, your iPhone gets free updates. So how is it different to get updates on a car but charge 8,000? Not sure your argument holds ground. It's a good point, but not all the different manufacturers that sell vehicles give you free updates like that. And so I guess that's the difference, but I get what you're saying there for sure. Kashal, hey Dennis, how do you get affordable Tesla wall charger? Is there a deal? Yes. Kashal, send me a DM on Instagram. We can get you a brand new Tesla wall connector for $385 shipped. Send me a DM and I can give you more details. Thanks so much for the shout out. 2020 for Hot Wheels. Shout out. Yes, IT Daddy. Thanks for dropping by as well. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. In this next topic, Elon Musk, Grok 4 AI has just been released, and Elon actually said that this is coming to our Tesla vehicles by next week at the latest. Big news, because I don't know about you all, we actually try and use AI as much as possible for our daily workflows and everything. So it would be very interesting to have it integrated into the vehicle as well. And this will be part of your summer 2025.26 update, which I didn't realize there was a summer update. I know there was a spring one and I know there's a winter one, but I guess now there's also going to be a summer release as well. And so my question to you all is, do you actually use AI, and then would you want to use it within your vehicle as well? Elon specifically said Grok is coming to Tesla vehicles very soon, next week at the latest. And so very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. And a quick plug, I know a lot of you out there are interested in buying the 3W all-weather floor mats. They are also running a Prime Day special, link down below and promo code down below. You have to use Dennis3W instead of Dennis35. Dennis35 gets you 35% off of the website, which is their highest exclusive offer, better than all the other discounts. But if you use it on Amazon, if you want, I guess, Amazon purchase or return protection or whatever, it's Dennis3W for their Prime Day deal, which gives you an extra discount on top of that. And so thank you to everybody that's used our promo codes and links for accessories and everything down below in the description. And yeah, thanks for dropping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.